Hello, everyone, and I want to welcome you to my channel. The name of my channel is Unique Nails, and my name is Rubia. Today I wanted to do a sample of what is called cracked glass or Aurora nails, whichever one you want to call it. I'm gonna call it cracked glass because of the method that I'm about to use. I'm gonna put my own little twist on it, and like I told everyone in my previous videos, that is what I usually like to do. If I find a nice, unique style that I want to try, I usually try to change something in it to try to make it my own. Um, it gives me a lot of practice. I'm really into nail art, so it really does help a whole lot. So let me just say real quick what I'm gonna use. Of course, I'm using my no smell slow setting monomer. I'm also going to be using a glow in the dark uh, acrylic, and this is called Baby Pink by Savilon. It came in a kit, so I don't have a link to just that color, but I am going to try to look for it because it glows blue, which I think is really, really cool, and I think it will help this design a whole lot. So the first thing that I'm going to do with my sample nail is I'm going to put on my clear thin coat that I always put on before I start any set. And I do that because when I go to clean my nails up and get all the acrylic off, that thin coat actually keeps my nail protected so that I do not uh, shave into it, because using the drill can be a very dangerous thing if you are not paying attention, or if you are just carving into it without knowing exactly what you're doing. You can destroy your natural nail. So to keep me from doing that, I'm just going to put a little coat of this on, making sure that I don't flood my cuticle or my sidewalls. You usually don't have to go up the whole nail because you're only trying to protect your natural nail. And if you have a tip on, that would mean anything close to the cuticle or sidewalls. But if you do a bead that's too big, it doesn't hurt to spread it. Not going to hurt anything on that. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I want to put that in 30 seconds in the lamp, because remember that the monomer I'm using does not dry on its own. It is UV LED. So it does take a few minutes to longer to do a set when you're using this type of monomer, but I just happen to love it because it's a learning monomer to me, because it helps me to figure things out and position things the way I want it before it dries. Okay, so now I have that on. So now I'm going to take my glow in the dark pink. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how this is going to come out with the cracked glass. I've never done this type of sample nail before. And usually I would just do a set on camera, but today I thought it might be better to do the sample first to see if I like the way it comes out and to see if the method I chose is going to work. And if it does, then I'm going to go ahead and do a full set. I just figured it would save camera time if I did it this way. So we'll see what happens. And I'm really excited to see the blue against the material that I'm going to use for the cracked glass. I am getting better on shape, which I'm really happy about. Um, I am getting better on my liquid to powder ratio. I am getting better on how to position my acrylic when I put it on the nail. So these videos are really helping me to better myself. And I'm really happy about that. I'm also working on my camera skills to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. I know sometimes in my videos I tend to go off camera, and I really don't want to do that. That's not good. So I have been uh, practicing with the camera to see how my videos are coming out. So just be patient with me as I learn all of this, all these new things. Okay, so now that I've got that on, I'm gonna put that in the lamp. Now here's where you get to see the glow, and I'm hoping that my camera's not too bright, because I really, really want you guys to see this pretty blue color. It is just, it's so pretty. And then as soon as that is dry, which should only take a few more seconds, now we're gonna put on, look at that. I don't even know. Hold on. Maybe if I turn off one of my lights, you guys can see. Look at how pretty that is. It's a nice blue. Let me put it in the lamp for just a few more minutes. I'm gonna dim my lights so that you guys can actually see it. I want you to be able to see it because I think this color is so fun. And it's something that a lot of people don't know about. And I mean, you've got to try this. There we go. I'm going to turn my lights on for just a second. Look at that. That is so pretty. That just makes a whole lot of difference when you're doing certain styles. So I wanted you guys to be able to see that pretty glow. It is very cool. Okay, so now that we've seen that, let me turn my lights back on. I have a lot of lights going too. So now that that's done, I'm gonna put a little bit of base coat on so that I can put my stuff on here. I really hope this works. I wanted it to have like a daytime, nighttime kind of look. So that's my other reason for using the glow in the dark. I've got that on, and these are just so pretty. I love these little flakes. They do look like little pieces of glass, but they're not. They are, I think, cellophane. Yeah, they're like little cellophane pieces. And I think that is just so very cool. So I'm just gonna, uh-oh, I hope I can pick this up on here. I don't know if I can. Oh my gosh. We may have to put this on a different surface. They don't really, I have a wax pencil, and it's not really wanting to pick it up. It's picking up like teeny tiny pieces of it. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Some of the pieces are very, very clear. And then some of the pieces are like iridescent. It's really, really pretty. They are very pretty. So I'm going to try my best to get the pieces that you can see. And we will, I hope this comes out the way I think it's gonna. I'm really, really excited with this. I think that's so very cool. I am having a problem with the way it's gonna stick though. So, and maybe I'm thinking maybe I should have done it when it was wet, when the acrylic was wet, so that I could have kind of pushed it in a little, so it wouldn't be sticking up. That's okay. I did put it on thin, so hopefully. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm trying to get little tiny pieces to stick on the sides and stuff. Now, in the video that I watched, she actually cut like strips of it and put it in there. I I had this and I knew that this is what I wanted to use. Now I could have done it that way, but I really did not want big strips. I wanted it to really have that cracked glass look. So I wanted it to be like almost like shattered kind of, which is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that. My lights are a little bright. But that is only because of the area that I'm working in is very dark, even though it's daytime here right now where I am. But I will work on lighting as well so that you guys can see better. I also have all these different colors. These pieces come in so many colors. They have pink, fluorescent, yellow, green, blue, purple, orange, light blue. I mean, they just come in all kinds of colors. So you can do it with just about any background that you want to do it in. And it's really, really cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clear and put it on top of this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I really like that. Okay. See, now some of them, they're sticking up a little bit, but not as much as I thought. So we're gonna see, and if this comes out correctly, then I'm just gonna leave this one on and do a whole set. I'm hoping it does because I really, really like this. I think it's really, really nice. I may find a better surface to put these on though, because I really don't like to work with my materials laying there like that. Now this may not seem like it's very clear right now. But once it dries and I get it all on there and I sand it, it's clear. So I wanted to kind of point that out. I could use Builder Gel too to do this. Like in the video, she used Builder Gel because the Builder Gel kind of magnified it, made it look really, really, I mean, it looked amazing. But I do not have clear builder gel at the moment, so I had to use what I have on hand. So that's another thing that I did much differently from the way it was done in the video that I watched. So I'm hoping that changing a few things didn't mess it up, so we'll see. But so far, I think I'm in love with it. And if it comes, like I said, if it comes out the way I want to, I'm going to do a full set. Every single one of them will not be cracked glass. I do have a different um, acrylic powder that I would love to use with this as well. So I got a really cool set in mind to go with this. And this is actually my accent nail. So that kind of worked out pretty good. And I do see a lot of it sticking up. But because it's thin, I think I can go back and do some more on top. So I can do a little bit more. And I could probably get my cuticle, I'm sorry, I could probably get my apex in since I don't have it there. I thought I had an apex, but I didn't. So I kind of just went back and put a little bit of an apex in there. I think I got it. I'm not, when I do my nails, I really, really do not look at the apex. I really, really don't. And I know that's important. I know that it's supposed to be there. I don't do it on purpose, but there's so much to concentrate on that sometimes I forget about my apex. And if I'm doing nails like these and I see that they are too flat, I will go back and try to put an apex on there. And I learned how to do that through video as well. That if you forget your apex and you want to go back and put it in, you can do that. And it's really depending on the material you're using, it can be easier, it can be hard. I feel like if I'm using acrylic, it's easier to put my apex in there, and I've been able to do that. And I just think I love it. I love the fact that I can go back and put an apex in there without destroying my nail. Oh my gosh, you guys. I did it. It's cracked glass and it looks amazing. I don't know if you guys can actually see the cracked glass, the pieces in there, and it really does give it that look that I want, and I am very, very impressed with it. So I'm gonna put this in the lamp as soon as I feel like I'm satisfied with everything, because I'm really picky, and you should be when it comes to nails. Be picky. Be how do I put it? Criticize yourself. If you feel like you don't like it, don't just go, I'll just leave it. Do something about it. Like, for example, I don't like flooding my cuticle. So when I flood it, I go, and I know it's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work to take it off. But if you go back and fix it, you have to have some type of determination when you're doing nails, because if you don't, um, it could really just put you in one of those moods where you just don't want to do a good job. And if you decide to do this as a profession and you don't have that patience with your clients, you're not going to do a good job. So if you criticize yourself to a point where you're practicing more, if it's something that you're not very good at, practice, 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 practice. It will help you. If you're just doing it DIY and you're not really wanting to, be professional, it's a decision you make and you go, I'll just leave that one. But if you're wanting to be a professional, and this is just my opinion, it's not telling you that that's the way you have to do it. But I just feel like if you stay on top of things, if you push yourself, if you take that one thing that you don't like. Now look at that. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And you can see all the little pieces in there, and it does. It looks like cracked glass. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a whole set. I'm going to put my nails on and get myself prepped. And then I will do another video on what else I'm going to put on here. Actually, I can show you guys. I have a acrylic powder that I mixed with a couple of things, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. And being that where I am, it's 110 degrees, I thought a nice, cool set might be fun. And this has snowflakes and stars in it. And I think that would just be so cool if I did a set with this and the glow in the dark cracked glass. So I'm going to do a little bit of everything here today. I'm so excited. But I am going to end this video and I'm going to do this set. I'm going to do one hand of this set so that you guys can see what I come up with. So I thank you so much for watching my little sample, and I hope that I have encouraged you guys to try this. I think it is really, really cool. It's simple. You can do it with any background acrylic color that you like, especially if you have the little flakes to go with it. I also hope that you guys follow your dreams of being a nail tech. It is really, really a good thing. And I will see you in the next video, a continuation of this cracked glass set.